I beg for money for a living, and I want to make the case that you do too. Probably. Beg may be putting it a little strongly. When people show up in my live stream and ask me to justify to them why they should give me money, I mostly just make fun of them. But unless you're independently wealthy, you almost definitely make your living because somebody gives it to you. And they almost definitely give it to you because you asked them to. The thing about well-established professions with consistent infrastructure, professions unlike internet content creator, is that the process of asking for money is a lot more ritualized. Rather than doing the work and then asking people who value it and can afford it to send you money so that you can keep doing that work, you do the work and then you ask people who value it and can afford it to give you money so that you'll keep doing the work. It's called a timesheet, and yeah, there are contracts and negotiations and rates. It's all very ritualized. And because of the contracts, in theory, you don't have to trust the person with the money to pay up. You can substitute that trust with trust in the state to enforce the contracts. More ritualization. Creative professionals often face criticism for needing a lot of support to maintain our professions. Financial support from loved ones, donations from the audience, arts funding through grants. But we don't really need all that much more support than everybody else. Rather, what we need is for people to consciously and intentionally choose to offer that support while they are fully empowered not to. Rather than take part in an elaborate ritual that allows laborers to pretend that they don't rely on the owner's money and owners to pretend they don't rely on the laborer's work, creative professionals, and especially professionals working in fringe and emerging media, routinely admit that we can't survive alone. I don't think the people who show up in my lives and tell me to get a real job don't value art. They obviously value art, or they wouldn't be on an app that only hosts short-form filmmaking. They're saying it because if this is a real job, then people with real jobs in this world have to beg to survive. It means they're begging with their timesheets and their rate negotiations and their PTO requests. It means they can't function without other people's help too. And that terrifies them for some reason. I wonder why they might be uncomfortable with the idea that their survival depends on whether other people care about them enough to help.